What's up, everybody? This is John here at Metal Aviation, and today I'm going to tell you how I charge multiple batteries at once, how I charge multiple batteries at once at 2C, and how I charge multiple batteries at once at 2C without spending a ton of money. Now, we all know that 4-port chargers, and that's what I'm talking about here, 4-port chargers, I charge 4 batteries at once because I have a ton of batteries to charge when I come back from flying. Between all the filming and speed runs and all the stuff that I do for Metal Aviation and for when I fly out and just have fun myself, I go through a lot of batteries. When I get back, I usually have to charge about 10 batteries. So I only use a 4-port charger at home because I do not want to sit here and monitor batteries for 2 days. I want to charge all my batteries in about 2 hours. And you can do it with a 4-port charger and a good power supply. Now, a 4-port charger with a power supply, which is what a lot of people want because they want that charger to be all in one, and then plug it into the wall, plug your batteries in and go. It's going to cost you about $250 right now. Chargers are gone through the roof, and to get one that has a high enough wattage to charge at 2C, 4 batteries, whether they be 4-cell or 3-cell, and I'm basing this on 3-cell 2200 milliamp because that's kind of the base range that I fly with, and most of the people I know fly with. That's an expensive charger. I don't want to spend that much money for a charger, and I want a little bit of diversity. I want to be able to do a little bit more with it, right? The chargers that have the power supplies built in them like that are just big and bulky and heavy, right? So what I do is I only purchase DC chargers, and that is a charger that you need to plug into a battery, for lack of a better explanation, or that need a DC power supply. And here's the money move, right? Here's where you save the money. This is a power supply that I bought off Amazon. This is a 387 watt power supply, DC power supply, and it was 20 bucks. Now, I believe this may have gone up to $24 now, just because everything has gone up lately. But even at $24, this is a bargain. This is a steal. You have to do a little legwork to get it up and running with your charger, but 25 bucks is great. In comparison, if you were to buy the Spectrum external power supply to power a DC charger, just like I do, like I'm not doing something exotic here. A lot of people only use DC chargers so they can charge at the field off of their car battery, or say the Centec 900. Watch that video on the Centec 900 I did, something like that. And they can charge them at home with their DC power supply. So Spectrum's DC power supply that I believe is in the 300 watt range is like 120 bucks, and that has probably gone up as well. So this just goes to show you that a 387 watt power supply for $20 is available, or $25 is available from Amazon. You do have to get some connectors. On all my DC chargers, I put I call them a lighter plug because I'm old school, right? Now I think they just call it a 12 volt car outlet, whatever. But it's a lighter plug, and that's what I'm going to call it, because that's what I'm used to calling it. So I put that plug on all my DC chargers so I can plug them into the female plugs that I put on my DC power supply. So I plug this into the wall at home, I plug my chargers into this, and boom, I can charge. Now, the glory of this, having 2 of these on it, I can plug my 4-port DC charger into this, charge 4 batteries, and plug a third charger into this. I could plug another 4-port charger, but at that point, this isn't going to have the wattage to do that. But I could plug a single-port charger into this and charge 5 batteries at once and still probably be good to go. And I do have single-port chargers. I use those when I charge at the field because, as you can see in the Centec video, when you try to put a 4-port charger on a car, well, we had it on the Centec, and the Centec couldn't handle it, but cars can't handle it either. You'll blow the fuse on either the cigarette lighter plug if it has a fuse in it, or you'll blow your car fuse. So that's why I use the single port chargers at the field. Anyway, I can put a 4-port charger on here, a single port charger on here, charge 5 batteries at once, boom, no problem. So that's how I do my charging at home. I buy the DC 4-port charger, which I believe Hobby King probably has the best deal right now. It's probably Turnigy maybe, or maybe it's called Hobby King, but they have a 4-port charger. It's black, it's really small and square. Buddy of mine just bought one, and he bought one of these. It's $90. This is going to cost you $25, so you're at $115. Then we'll just say another $10 in plugs and whatnot. So at $125, you're gonna have a 4-port charger with a 385 watt power supply. You can't beat that. That's a steal right now in the charging world. And even if you're not charging 4 batteries at once, you know, you could get this and get a 2-port charger or even a 1-port charger. At that point, you might as well buy a 1-port charger like the Venom Pro 4 or something that just plugs in the wall and be done with it. But for me and for anybody else that wants to charge a lot of batteries, multiple batteries at a time at a high charge rate, and we'll just say 2C is a high charge rate. I know some of you guys out there charge at 3 and 4C. 2C is good enough for me. With a 4-port charger at 2C, I can usually charge all my batteries in a couple hours after a day of flying. So this is basically, you know, what this video is about is this 385 watt DC charger available on Amazon for 25 bucks. This is awesome. And if you have the skills to, I had to do a little bit of soldering here. You really don't need to. You can crimp your connectors and they slide right in and screw down. So this isn't that hard to put together. You really don't need to solder to do this, but you can if you want. So like I said, 25 bucks for this. Get yourself a nice 4-port charger, put your plugs on it, boom, you're charging fast and you're only spending 125 bucks. Seems like a lot of money, but I challenge you to look on the internet and find a 4-port AC charger with a 385 watt power supply built into it for $125 or less. I doubt you're going to find it. And if you do, sweet, purchase it. Anyway, that's going to do it. Check Amazon. I'll put a link to the one that I bought in the comments below. But this is an awesome power supply for 25 bucks. I highly recommend it. And get up there and get charging and get flying. Hollywood out.